Hey guys, welcome back. It's grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully doing well, and hopefully you're looking after yourselves and having a fantastic start to the week. Everything is kicking off in Raidshadowlegends. The fusion has just gone live for the Manhattan event, or whatever you would like to say. The fusion he is looking like a great champion, to be honest. Not S tier, a Hatter support champion. Not looking S tier, but he's looking very, very strong and ideal for this. But that is not for today's video. Today's video is going to be for BM, or BM's account. BM is one of my YouTube regulars who has reached out to me via Discord and asked me for a full account takeover. And so I am on his account, reworking pretty much everything that he needs down to T, and I guess working everything that he needs. And we're looking at one of the things we're looking at is CHIRMEA. We're also looking into his arena and also his Hydra teams and possibly some of his dungeon teams as well. These are the champions he's got. He has a very stacked account, very beautiful account as well. He's been playing Raid since 2019, so same time as me, basically, just a bit more stacked out. So I went into CHIRMEA today and he's asked me for two things. He said, Grim, I'm looking for the highest damage possible for Nightmare, but also the highest possible trials. Now, if you guys know me, I always do my best to make sure we hit the targets for the client, for takeovers, and etc. And this is what we've done. So this team has 9 trials. It's not a free-to-play team, obviously, from the account, but it is a big key. And I wanted to kind of use ARBAIS, right? ARBAIS is massively underrated for this boss, and we made it work today, and she was fantastic with her taunt ability and stone skin ability, and then continuous heals with the synergy of SENNA as well. So we're going to go through the whole team. I'm going to do it through a reworks, and I'm also going to probably talk about 2 ways I think we can get more trials as well, and then I'll let the whole thing play out. You guys can see that, and then we'll put all the gear as well down the bottom. So let's get into it then. Okay, so this is the SENNA setup. You can see here we don't have like the Bannerlord mythical, and I was trying to make a way to get the best out of SENNA, and I did think about ARBAIS's continuous heals on second form. So it's one of the reasons why I went with this. I don't think I've seen ARBAIS coded in any video so far, or anything like that. Let me know down in the comments if you have. I'm really curious. But she has a lot of continuous heals, which is great for SENNA as well. We also have a debuff extender in here, which is going to be LYDIA, and also we can also do a debuff extension from ARBAIS herself as well if we really need to. We do mainly use Form 2 in this. Now this can be a full auto team. I just generally was doing the manual inside for the trials, mainly against the boss, to make sure that was okay and getting our trials in, because you kind of have to time things up a little bit, and etc. Gizmak is really good. I know Barbarian's really good, and there's some better, and also Goliath as well is really good. But I thought that this is the highest damage team so far that I've done testing for this account, and I think this makes most sense right now. So ACRIZIA could be replaced with Marius, obviously, and I think with the Marius that we'll have a extra trial, because there is one trial on, I think, the Lion form where we're going up against and we need increased defense of one of the trials there. So that's going to be where trial number 10 comes from, which is going to be really useful. I'm going to go through all the trials as normal and kind of just talk about what we're trying to do. So you can see here, we got trial number 1 and 2. Obviously, sorry, I've actually skipped the first trial. So let me go ahead and play this out. I think we do one of one of the trials right now. So obviously we're trying to get buffs on the boss, but we have to be under increased accuracy debuff. So I've gone ahead and flipped with a Lady M on the second form just for this, for the increased accuracy, because the green little dual button is on ARBAIS, which means that she can't flip for her accuracy up ability, and that's where I want the door to sit generally for her as well. So that's where we want it. Obviously, she needs to have the lowest critical damage in the whole team, so you want to make sure that Senna is not getting a bashing for sure against this ram, because she will go down, and obviously that will hurt and reset your run. The boss is bugged right now, so he is kind of randomly targeting random people with the duel a little bit, which is annoying. So I had to run this team quite a few times before I could get the duel worked. I've checked all the critical damage, etc. throughout this. So this is where the first one's going to come from, is the accuracy up and then landing so many debuffs on his boss. So we have ARBAIS with the continuous heal, the burn, LYDIA with the A3 and the A2 and the A1, which will help with this boss. Now, with all this continuous heal, we're going through our cycles really big, and then you'll see there's the first trial that we did, which will be this one, which is what I'm on about, with increased accuracy. And then we're trying to do 1.5 million damage to the boss with the who is under a fear or true fear debuff, which is something we're also kind of looking at as well. And I think we do 3 trials on this boss overall. So yeah, we're going to head in, just kind of skip this up a little bit. I did fail this rotation, but we will come back to the ram form again because we do what we need. The Lions forms is fairly easy to get trials done if you've got the champions for it. So this is where Marius would be really great, because he would add the increased defense over the ACRIZIA, and also probably do a bit more damage. I think mine's hitting for like 1 million per hit. This one, the ACRIZIA was only hitting for 500 million for some reason, which is kind of interesting. So this generally is useful as well. And then obviously we're trying to compete this one, which is enemy max HP, but like ally attack, etc. will help with this, which is one thing to kind of take into consideration. And then obviously leech debuff coming in from her A2 as well from our bias, which will help us. It's fairly easy one to do for the trial. So you'll see here we'll go pop pop pop. That's going to probably be the leech trial, which is done. We don't have any decreased resistance in our team, so that's not one thing we're going to worry about, if I'm being honest. And then we'll go through, there's number 3. I don't know if I click on this. Hoping I click on this to see what trials these are. And then I was holding the baby at the time as doing this, so it wasn't too easy. I only had one hand, and I was trying to focus on this as well as the baby. So you can see here we do 2 trials. Let's go back for a second. Let's just go back for a second. Let's see. Let's go back for a second so we can have a look at the trials. Where is the trials? Okay, we have to be very quick. So you can just see here, we're just keeping up the continuous heals basically much as possible, so we get that turn to boost, and it's pretty reliable and doable, right? So we will get this done. There's a 4th one there, and then you can see here we did the one here, and then obviously we don't do this one here. So we did both of these here, and then we will complete the ally attack because we have Lady M who has ally attack. You can also use Carnage as well. Passive is very good for this. So this can work as well. I don't think we get this on this rotation, which is fine because I don't want to do the trials too fast because we receive more damage. I think like trial 7, he starts ignoring 25% of our defense, which is huge. So we will let him go into back in his ultimate form, and then the Viper form, which I feel like the Viper form is the form that we struggle with the most, and it's just a little bit annoying. So when he before he flips, I take off auto, I just make sure Lydia's ready, and then Lydia just completely locks him down, and then Lady M honestly just rips them apart with the increasing the duration on all debuffs. So we do make sure we have accuracy on our champion for that, obviously. and then we'll see here, we'll get some trials in. So we've done a block buff champion, sorry, the block debuff, a blocked active skill trial here. We don't have a decreased attack on the team, so this one won't get done. Maybe you could run a toxic set for this, but I think if you run a toxic set, we'll fill up the debuff bar too much, and that's something we don't want to do. So that's why I didn't run a toxic set in this run. However, we'll talk about other sets in the future. We're trying to get this one done now because we've got H burn and then the block boss, which is the next one we'll probably look into. You see here we get done, which will give me my knife trial. Now, if you have Maris, you will have 7 trials we've used in the same team. So Maris is actually going to be an upgrade for him. Oh, let me go back to that for a second. Let me see. I want to just see if we click on this, and then I'll kind of comment with my idea for this one. Wait, it's ready. You ready? Bring you ready, rodeo. I was hoping that click on the boss. Just gonna have to watch it. Sorry, it's a little bit finicky, isn't it? So you can see here we're counting all the debuffs. So we got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. So there is the next mission is have 9 or more debuffs on the boss and then do so much damage. And you see here we got 9, but I don't think Brimstone counts because we wasn't receiving any damage for this on the trial, which is a little bit annoying. But I feel like we drop a hex set on maybe on Kimmy, maybe, sorry, not Kimmy, maybe we're dropping a hex set on like Lydia or Lady M potentially, and then this will give me another buff, and I think this will give us another trial. The trial is quite rough. I think it's like 2 million damage or something like that, which I think we do click on for, if I'm not mistaken, in a second. So you can see here, must be under a block tap to skill, and then must have 9 or more debuffs, which again, there's not much to it. I mean, it's only 3, right? But it is extra multiplier, and I think the hex set could just do that with that, and not the toxic set really. So we're gonna go ahead, skip all this. We're not interested in all this. We will come back into the RAM form where we're going to get another 2 trials. I thought we only got another 1 trial, but it was a 2 in the end. You see here we were just reviving to get some more damage. So there's 1 trial, which is going to be super juicy. Again, Marius can do the same. If anything, Marius doesn't hit so hard on E1, so he actually might stay alive a little bit better with this style of team. And then, yeah, just gonna see if it will tell me about the trials. So we're trying to do this one now with the burns, etc. And I guess it looks like we're trying to do this one next, which was a interesting one. But I think we complete this one next, and then I think we complete the one after that. We don't have veils in our team. So let's go ahead and play that. There's trial number 7. And then we'll probably get trial number 8 in a second. Let's see. Show me the honey, baby. Show me the honey. Come on. Okay, so you can see that we get a bit closer. Where is the trial number 8? So I think Brimstone's counting towards it. Maybe. I do like to take 1 big Brimstone against this boss, if you can. I know I run level 5, so there you can see there, we've done another trial on the RAM form, which was basically this one, and then this one, we basically don't have much chance of doing this. So I forgot about that. And then we're gonna go against, I think Lion form is where we got the last one. So yeah, it was basically the counter attack, which is or ally attack, which is giving me that last one, I believe. And then we got the increased defense here, which would give me number 10. And then I think the hex set would give me 13 against number 11 against a Viper, which so he can get 2 more trials, I believe. We just switch up the gear, and when he gets Marius, he's quite close to Marius, so that'll definitely be a interesting one. I'm going to let this play out throughout the whole run now, so hopefully you enjoy the music. I'm not going to play the Grim Reaper music, and I'm going to play a different tunes in the end, because I've got a bit mix of feedback about that. Some like it, some don't, so we'll just stick to basic copyright music, and yeah, go with that for now. Okay, so we have 9 trials done, and it's basically just wrapping up now, which is super sweet. We're coming in with the maintenance as well. Imagine if this was going on for another 10 minutes. I would have got booted out. And then we're coming in with on the Hydra class. Now, this is only Nightmare. This team will work on Ultra Nightmare. He just hasn't unlocked Ultra Nightmare or his clan. So he's doing the best damage now in his clan. I think it's only him and some other guy that is hitting Nightmare right now. Senna is doing great work. We've got basically everyone in here doing work. Lydia as well, doing some good work. And then ACRIZIA coming in with 197 million, basically doing all that work for sure. Now we could swap up some War Master in this as well. Some of the masteries I haven't changed yet because I might change it for other content. So I build for other content. So for these masteries are going to be changed for sure. Great stuff. Let's see what he gets towards the end once we keep the key. Always be a bit careful here because I have a fat finger for Ed team and not keeping the key, which is a bit annoying for sure. So once we go through, yeah, just speed this up. I think I took off record actually. Yeah, I took off record so we couldn't see it overall. So let me go ahead and show you all the gear then for the champions. So he's only just got Star Sage, by the way, before he's naked. We'll start with ARBAIS on the second form. We'll show you the stats. Now, obviously, if he gets some Sandel oil and stuff like that, it's really going to help. We really want HP across the board because the boss ignore defense within his trials. So we want to push these HP up to make his team a bit more safer. So we've got good accuracy coming in. Again, a bit of overkill on the accuracy. We got good speed of 30. Sorry, the speed is going to come down, so 286. Accuracy coming in at 251. Good HP, good defense. They're the only four stats that we really care about. One-piece protection. If you haven't got protection, go with regen. Ideally, using HP, accuracy, or defense here. Using HP or defense here. You look using ideally HP or defense here as well. Then speed boots with speed ascension. Accuracy chest is fine with HP or defense ascension. And then HP or defense gloves with HP ascension. I would ideally push the HP if you can. Speed and HP substats with accuracy as a bonus along the top here as well. And also speed and accuracy and defense here. We've got no relics yet, so anything for HP would be cool. We're using Intimate Presence because this will be great for Arena, which we're going to build shortly on his account, but also will be great for Siege as well, and also will be fantastic for it to speed up his whole team as well. These are just Arena masteries which we'll be using for now. I might change them up for Timid Presence, but we'll decide on when I get there. I didn't change his Lydia build yet, but this is what he's basically running. He has got War Master and Lydia, which is fine. At the moment, we're letting Brimstone just kind of do its thing. And then he's just got like a broken set build. So again, I might throw in Hex just so we can get that one extra buff and maybe he gets that one extra trial. He's got good speed. Obviously, when you're +4 and then 5-star awaken, you're ideally 100% critical rate and accuracy as well. Again, a 9-piece Feld could be also really solid to increase its damage as well if he can get a 9-piece Feld or protection. Lady M's just in a broken set. I just basically took the gear from leftover gear. I focus on accuracy, speed, defense, and HP. So we're focusing on accuracy here. We did put critical damage on here just to kind of tune it with the critical damage team, which I'll show you in the presets. And then we'll come in through here as well. And then you can see like so. And then these are the masteries which will be running for Arena. He's got a few copies of Lady M, so you can take it to a +4, I believe. And then we have a ACRIZIA as well, which for the blessing, we're going to use Cruelty. I guess level 6, you're probably going to be using Crushing Ram. These are the masteries as well. Again, these are the masteries I already had. I probably would take Cycle of Violence for sure over that just to make it a bit better. And then, yeah, kind of take it from there. We're using a Savage set because you want to ignore much defense as possible. I I don't think Relentless would be the way to go, if I'm being honest. So I'd focus on HP, defense, speed, critical rate, critical damage on ACRIZIA. And then who was the last champion? Oh yeah, Senna. So Senna is the last champion in this one. Again, 9-piece protection. The way to go, you can see here, critical damage here, because we want to have critical damage to be tuned. So we got HP here, ideally HP Ascension as well with speed, and then speed boots with ascended speed with HP or defense substats, and then speed and HP along the top with some defense substats, which will be fine. And then I would go for HP Ascension again because of ignore defense. I went with the Blessing Natural Wrath, but I think, to be honest, Cruelty would be better. I'm just trying it out. We took some arena masteries because she might be useful in the arena, especially for Siege with all the battles there as well. So this is what I just kind of took for now. I think, again, Warmaster could be the way to go for sure. So I don't think I've shown all the gear on one of the champions. I'm not too sure which one. Let me show you the presets for this team, and then I'll probably just wrap up the video from there, because it is probably the way to go. I think he'd be very happy with his team. I don't think he's going to get anything better. You can see here he tried running this team, and yeah. So this is where we go. We're going to go to the metamorph with our bias, turn off the metamorph here, and then we're going to go like this, and then against the ram as well, we leave it here, and against the line as well. And again, I need to actually turn this off because I was just testing some things. I would leave this on for the ram as, sorry, for the viper as well, because you don't really need this, to be honest. So Senna is just left to do her stuff, nothing too much there. And then again, Lady M is just left on to do her stuff here. We do switch on Metamorph on for the ram form, which is fine. I'm actually going to open this on as well, so she can flip back around if needed to, which is going to be left like so. And then a Viper as well. And then guess Lydia, which is going to be probably the only champion in here. One of two champions in here. It's free to play. We're going to start off with a defense down against all of them, other than a Viper. And then you're going to open with the blocked after skill, which is going to be the useful one there. And then ACRIZIA is basically left to do all her stuff because we're trying to do trials against the boss here. So we do just leave this on. Even if she dies with Senna, Senna just revives, and if she dies again, which is what it is, right? But overall, fantastic team and a solid team overall. I think he'd be very happy this. I couldn't see why he wouldn't be. So we're waiting a reply back. I think it's asleep or something right now. But yeah, that's it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Let me know down in the comments what you are running for Chimera and what do you think about this team as well. That's it for the video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. I've been Grim. Thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.